Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live. I'm your host, the Cigar Vlogger. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. I'm freezing my butt off though, but I'm in a good mood. And yeah, I'm just gonna have some fun because this don't make no kind of sense what's going on in the world. People are delusional. People are delusional. They lose a case and then they come out and say that basically like the Illuminati and stuff like that is out to get them the machine. I'm gonna say it how I feel. Nigga, you lost. You lost because you lied. You lied on this poor woman, and this woman fought you back. And now you owe her at least starting out $3.8 million and more. You owe her quite a bit of money for what you did. You sure did. You lied on her. And the people that you're attached to, they running scared because this beef sector thing, your case was a precedent-setting case. I'm not here to talk about you because you have never done anything to me directly as far as I know. So let me be clear on that. Let me be very, very clear. Tasha K has never spoken my name. As far as I know, she has never spoken my name. She has never done anything directly or indirectly to me, as far as I know. But I will say this: some of the people that have attached themselves and affiliated themselves with her have done some foul stuff to me. And let's just say it this way: it's harvest time, and you are a cautionary tale, Miss Tasha K, of what happens when you go out and you intentionally lie and try to hurt people. YouTube has been looking the other way for a very, very long time. As long as content creators such as yourself, who is bringing them large amounts of advertisement dollars, they were letting you get away with basically getting away with murder. But now that somebody has stood up to the likes of you and other people like you are going to get their comeuppance. Your case is a precedent-setting case. Anytime somebody sues somebody about social media issues going forward, your case will be the one they would cite as precedent. It will be a case study as to what happens when somebody lies on another person with malicious intent. Now, the past couple of days, everybody's off their commentary, and I'm no different. But there are some people out here that are just spreading mistruths and lies just for clicks, likes, and views. Um, what you did was with malicious intent. You intentionally sought out to hurt this person with information that you put out in public spaces that you knew was not true. And you did it with the intent of hurting this person. And this person had the financial means and the time to come get you straight. So, all of you vloggers in the beef sector, life as you know it is now over. Because if you do to other people what Tasha K did to Cardi B, people now have a precedent that they can use to come after you and get you straight. If you go out, let's just say you go out and you say a person's, I don't know, they're a criminal. You say, I'm going to use myself as an example, but I'm just making this up. You say Darryl Moore is a criminal. Darryl Moore is a pimp or a drug dealer, or Darryl Moore's been to prison. Never set foot in prison. Been to jail. Freely admit that. But if you go out and you say things like this about people, and you have no court documents, you have no arrest record, you have nothing to substantiate what you're saying about me or anybody, and then me or somebody, we say, well, you know what? I'm not going to take that. I'm going to take this person in court. And you're going to lose. And then not only are you going to lose, you're going to lose big. And then not only are you going to lose big, if you lie under oath, that's perjury. And every count of perjury, let's just say, I'm just going to throw a state out there. Let's just say you live Savannah, Georgia. I'm just picking a spot, or Columbia, South Carolina, or Greenville, South Carolina, wherever you live, or Fayetteville, North Carolina, where I'm born and raised. And you, depend on the laws of the states, but for example, the state of Georgia and the state of Ohio, similar laws. Each count of perjury you're looking at on the state level. I'm not talking about federal court. On the state level, year in prison, up to a year in prison, $5,000 fine. For each count, not just in general, each count. That's what you're looking at. You're going to get the book thrown at you. You are going to get the book thrown at your butt for lying. Excuse me. Let me take this medicine. Sorry about that. You are risking your freedom and your financial future for clicks, likes, views, and lies that you tell. You're not going to be out here yelling. You're not going to be out here going off. I'm going to tell you what the law is. Let's just say you go out here. Okay, I'm going to use me and Marcellus as an example. I say Marcellus. I come out here and say Marcellus. I'm just making up something. Marcellus, let's just say I said Marcellus does drugs. And I know it's a lie. And I go out here and I put this lie out here anywhere on Marcellus. Marcellus comes to me and says, Darryl, you know you're lying to me. Stop doing that. Take those videos down. And I cuss him out. I tell him where he can go, how fast he can get there, blah, 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 blah. Then his lawyer sends me a cease and desist. And I cussed the lawyer out. Okay. Then they serve me. Process server comes, serve that document to me. We go to court. Marcellus has to prove that what I said just didn't hurt his feelings. That doesn't come up to the level of proof. He has to show that what I said about him cost him money, affected his livelihood, caused him pain and suffering. Okay, Marcellus goes out. Marcellus, because of what I said about him, has got him so distraught. Marcellus says, well, I feel suicidal, or I feel very, very depressed. I can't work because I'm so depressed. He goes start seeing a therapist, start seeing a psychiatrist. He gets on medication, all of that as a result of what I said. Then he turns around and he says, well, I'm in business for myself, and people have decided not to do business with me because they Google search my name, and then the video popped up with Darryl Moore calling me a cokehead or a drug addict, and they decided they couldn't trust me, so they pulled their contracts from me and didn't do business with me. Then I've affected his livelihood, as well as caused him emotional stress and damages. Then he sues me for all of that. So he goes to court. He wins because I got in court, and I know I did what I was saying about him wasn't true, because I had no arrest records. I didn't even have medical proof that he even went to a rehab facility. He'd never been charged with drug possession, drug using. He has nothing on his criminal record or court records at all pertaining to drug use. He's never come out and said he's in recovery or anything. I just made this up out of my head because for whatever reason, I don't like him. And he sues me. He wins. He's going to sue me for his legal fees, his emotional, and then the court's going to have a phase of the trial for punitive damages. I'm going to explain what punitive damages are in a minute. Just put a pin in that. I'm going to have to pay his legal fees back, whatever dollar amount he's seeking. And I'm going to have to pay for his medical bills. Let's just say he's seeing a therapist. This case drags on for 3-4 years. I got to pay all the medical bills back for them 3 or 4 years that Marcellus was getting treatment. I got to pay for his medication. If they put him on meds, I got to reimburse him for that. Let's just say 3 or 4 years of legal fees, charging $400 or $500 an hour. I got to pay all that back for the 3 or 4 years that lawyer represented. I got to pay all that back, plus whatever he's suing me for in court. Because Marcellus is in one state, I live in another, he's suing me in federal court the amount, the minimum amount he can sue me for is $75,000. But he may come in and say, well, I'm suing Darryl for $5 million. He wins that $5 million. Okay. I got the $5 million, the medical fees, and his court costs. I ain't even talked about punitive damages. Now, let's just say I'm this vlogger and I got what's called error and omissions insurance, EO insurance. Most everybody has it. It's a high premium. You pay it like $1,500, boom, and it covers you up to $1 million. Some of them you have to pay that, and then you pay a monthly premium. It just depends on the policy you got. EO insurance, short for errors and omissions, which means if I do something mistakenly, pay close attention, and let me put my face on here so you can look at it. Because I'm a fairly decent looking guy. I'm easy on the eyes, I think. I'm not being arrogant. I'm just being honest. I think I'm a nice looking guy to look at. So, hey, how y'all doing? So, this is my logo. For you Bush people that like to do rebroadcast my show, that's a privacy issue. I've already struck one of your videos. That's all I'm going to say. Every video that you've done where you put my content up, I filed a complaint. So you can keep on doing it. You're giving me reason to have your channel snatched. Power to you. Don't do it. I'm going to tell you now. This belongs to me. This belongs to me. This belongs to me. All of this over here, all this right here, this belongs to me. You don't have permission to use it, but you keep replaying my content within your show. Copyright strike, privacy strike. You put pictures of places that you think I live. That strike, cyberbullying, stop. Y'all stick a pin in it. I'm gonna get to that. So, punitive damages are the damages that they put on top of what Marcellus is seeking from me, like the $5 million. They said, well, we need to send a message to Darryl Moore that he better not do this again. We need to send a message that anybody that comes behind Darryl Moore, they're going to see what he gets. So there's no real, well, states recently have put caps on how much because some people were getting $300-400 million judgments. So it depends on what the state puts as a cap as to what you can get punitive. Let's just say I'm in Ohio, Marcel's in California. He sues me in federal court here. Let's just say the cap is $30 million. That popped in my head. Boom. And they give him the $5 million that he asked for, plus the $30 million in punitive damage. So that means I owe Marcellus $35 million. On top of his legal fees, I got to add that in there. And then let's say 3-4 years of legal fees, that might be another $1.5 million. So I already got $35 million plus another $1.5 million. That's $36.5 million. And then you add in his medical fees, that might be another $250,000. So I'm looking at right at what, $37-38 million. I'm just off the top of my head. So that's what I'd be in for. Oh yes, and bankruptcy, you can't get out from under. Now, that errors and omission insurance that I was talking about, it covers $1 million. So let's just say I got errors and omission insurance. But here's the thing. Error and omissions insurance will not pay off if I go out here and intentionally do something. Say that again. If I go out and commit an intentional act, which means I intentionally knew that I was lying, and I went out here and I said, Marcellus is a cokehead. I said, Marcellus is a cokehead. And I know I was lying. My insurance policy is not going to pay off because I committed an intentional act of malice. They're not going to pay. Y'all please click like and share if you haven't done so already. Welcome, everybody. If I do something with intent, my insurance is not going to cover me. That's like if I get in a car. What's up, respective angle? If I get in a car and I'm drunk, that's an intentional act. Or I snort some coke or smoke a joint and get high and get drunk, and I go out here and run into somebody. That's an intentional act. I did that on purpose. I can't turn around and expect my insurance to pay. I go out here and I injure Marcellus emotionally and financially. And then I can't turn around knowing with my words, with my mouth, and I do these videos. That's right, Dazzle Me. You can't intentionally go out here and tell lies on people. You can't do that. You have to have documentation or eyewitnesses who were there and saw the person do to something, and then you bring them on to your show and you say, well, hey, what happened? Well, this is what this person did to me, or this is what I saw this person do. That's different. But if I get out with, oh, Marcellus was snorting coke, he's a cokehead, he snorts coke. I don't have no proof of it. I just make up this lie just because for whatever reason in my head, I don't like Marcellus. Marcellus is going to take me to the cleaners. This is going to, yeah, this is what's happening. And then I said, well, yeah, I'm going to, Marcellus, let's just say Marcellus sued me and he got $1 million judgment. And plus his medical and his insurance. I mean, plus his medical and his legal fees. Okay. And then I said, oh, I ain't worried about a thing. I got errors and omission insurance. It'll pay the first $1 million, then I work off the other part. I'll pay that off as I go along. And I got this huge following. And oh, they so dumb. They'll just sit there, cash app and super chat me money. And then I won't come out of pocket for nothing. I'll just give them the money that they give me. No, it don't work that way. I intentionally cause harm to Marcellus. My insurance policy not going to pay out. So that $1 million that my errors and omissions insurance would have paid, they're not going to pay. Nope. Because I committed an intentional act. So I'm on the hook for everything. I'm on the hook for everything. My insurance is going to sit back and be like, nope. And in fact, my insurance will probably drop me because I'm a high risk. Now, on the flip side, let's just say I come out and I say something and it's not intentional. And then Marcellus gets upset with me and he sues me. Now, if I don't commit an intentional act, and then I file an errors and omissions claim with my insurance company, and he got a judgment against me, they'll pay that off. But if I intentionally go out there knowing I'm lying, or if I said something and I thought that in good faith that I was telling the truth or I was presenting facts, and I later find out that what I was presenting is not accurate, and he sues me and he gets a judgment, my errors and omissions will pay that off because I didn't go out here with the intent to hurt him financially or personally. They'll pay that off, and then whatever's over that $1 million, I got to pay that out of my pocket. Bingo. And she got on there tonight, and people were cash out her money and super chatting her money like they're enabling her behavior. Now, it's their money. If they're dumb enough to give it to her, she'll be a fool not to take it. Like P.T. Barnum said, there's one born every minute. But yeah, she got a couple $1,000s tonight, but it's a long way from $3.84 million. And we haven't even got to the punitive stage of her trial yet. Yeah, because you're a decent person. First of all, you would have never done that because you ain't got it in your heart to hurt nobody like that. Big difference. See, this lady has bullied people. She has a reputation of bullying people. And she ran across somebody that stood up to her, that had the money to fight her all the way to the finish line and had the time. See, let's just look at it. She put out that this woman had venereal diseases, was a prostitute, committed sex acts with a beer bottle. None of this stuff was true. None of it. None of it. The lady came to her and said, look, take these videos down and stop doing this. She cussed the lady out. Then the lady's lawyer sent her a cease and desist. Yeah, I wipe my so-and-so. You know, that whole cease and desist letters is for punk stuff. I'll do this, this, and this, and this. So you got what you got had coming to you. You bullied somebody. They didn't flinch. They stood up to you. They got their day in court. Now you go into the punitive phase of the trial. Ain't no telling how much they'll add on top of what you already got to pay. And your insurance is not going to pay off. So every dime of this judgment, you are on the hook for. And here's the problem. When they take your YouTube channel down, you have no source of income to cover your legal obligation. Now you got up here with arrogance tonight and you said, oh, we're already appealing. You'd be a fool not to appeal. You'd be a fool not to. And I'm sure Cardi B and her side have already prepared for that very situation. You're going to appeal it, but you're going to lose. You're going to lose your appeal, and you're going to spend lots more money to lose an appeal and still have to pay that back plus more attorney fees. Because the further along you go, the more attorney fees she has, the more money you're going to owe her. Now, here's the thing. They're going to take your channel. You've been kicked off of Instagram 3 times, but you kept coming back. They're not going to let you on. They're going to give you a lifetime ban. You done created this app and the website. Don't matter. You got a judgment against you now that says you've been convicted of malicious acts. Any social media platform or internet service provider you go to, Cardi B's lawyer is going to present that document. And they're going to do one or two things. They're going to closely monitor your content. And if it comes to the level of you doing what you've been already convicted of, they're going to shut you down. Or they may just kick you off of their platform altogether. It's just up to them. Your days of being a vlogger are over. You might well get your resume tight, get you a regular day job. And this civil suit is going to follow you if you try to go get a regular day job. Because when they punch you up, it's going to show you're a liability to anybody that does business with you going forward. Anybody that's considering hiring you, you're going to be looked at as a liability. No, you'll never get any more endorsements or sponsorships, because anybody that attaches themselves to you will be sued if you run your mouth again and do something like this again. Nobody's going to want their brand attached to somebody that's been convicted of malicious acts to a celebrity of the magnitude of this lady. And I forgot the main thing. When they get to the punitive phase of this, you cost that lady endorsement deals. You cost her endorsement deals in the millions. They're going to add in her pain and suffering because she was considering suicide. You are in a lot of financial trouble. And it gets worse for you. You perjured yourself on the stand. You lied under oath. There may be criminal charges coming down the line for you. Each count, up to a year in prison, $5 grand. That's the state of Georgia. I do know that much. I did my homework on that one. Every count of perjury, because I've had things come across my desk. Let's just say, let's just say, I'm gonna use I'll say Mookie. Mookie worked for me. Let's just say I had Mookie working for me. Going out here, I ain't said nothing about Marcellus, but Mookie is the one out here windmilling, tearing Marcellus to pieces, slandering Mookie. I mean, Mookie out here slandering Marcellus left and right. Then I get up during my deposition. Excuse me. My son better not bother me. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. So Mookie out here dogging Marcellus out. I go Marcellus and I go to our deposition. And I get up and I say, well, I don't know Mookie. Mookie's just somebody that likes what I do. Mookie's just a supporter of my platform. He just watches my platform. I think he's a nice guy based on our interaction online. He don't work for me. I tell that lie on the deposition between me and Marcellus. Then, boom, fast forward. I've lied throughout my deposition. I don't know Mookie. I don't have no dealings with Mookie. Boom, boom, boom. I don't know nothing about Mookie. I just know of him. I don't really know him personally. I'm telling all these lies. But behind the scenes, I'm on the phone with Mookie every day. We communicating. I'm cash apping Mookie. I'm emailing Mookie. All of this. I'm doing all that. Then fast forward. I'm brought into court. And me and Roxanne and got into it. But then Mookie started dragging Roxanne. I mean, dragging Roxanne for filth. I again lie. Under my deposition, my pretrial stuff, I said, well, Mookie doesn't work for 4.5 films. I tell you that lie. Then 3 months later, Roxanne got the goods on me, something I don't want known. So then I said, well, you know what? We're going to settle this out of court. We're going to just make this go away, Roxanne. Basically, I don't want no smoke from Roxanne. So, but then I come up the night before or the day or week or whatever, and me and Mookie dogging Marcellus and Roxanne out. Me and Mookie laughing, kiki and ha-ha. And he said, and then Mookie said, well, you know, I'm glad I've been working with you for almost 2 years now. But then in my deposition in Marcellus' case, I said, Mookie ain't worked for me. Then in my 4 months prior, or even a couple of months prior to us, me and Roxanne trying to squash things out of court, I also committed perjury because I lied in Marcellus' deposition, and then I lied during the court proceedings with Roxanne. I said that I barely knew Mookie, that Mookie don't work for me. Then I turn around and I offer Mookie a job on video. Mookie got his one good eye to the screen. He crying out that one good eye. And everybody caca and kiki and cash app and super chat. That's what's going on, ladies and gentlemen. Perjury. Tasha K is going to get caught up with perjury. And then on top of that, the word on several vloggers, I wasn't in the courtroom, but from what I understand, the husband, I could be wrong, I'm going to go back and look at it again, that the husband got up and said that taxes hadn't been paid for 3 years. That's when the alphabet boys come talking to you, because the IRS going to get their money. And guess what? They're going to get their money before Cardi B gets her money, if there's any left. And here's another thing. They're going to get their money and they're going to put you in jail, Tasha K. They're going to put you up under the jail. Ronald Isley went to jail. Wesley Snipes, old girl, Lauren Hill. Lauren Hill had all three of them had the money and said, look, we'll just pay it. Don't put us in jail. No, we're going to take the money and you still going to jail. Ron Isley went to jail over 5 years. Wesley Snipes went. Old girl got 6 months. She locked up. The IRS going to get their money. And if you don't have the money, they're going to seize your asset. They're going to sell your house, your car, your jewelry, whatever they can liquidate. They're going to do that. Depending on how much money you owe. Let's just say now, you got 1 million subscribers and they got subscriptions to your Patreon and your YouTube channel and whatever else they got. You pulling in $300,000 a month, $3.6 million a year, times 3. That's 10.8 million, almost $11 million. Just being conservative, $11-12 million over 3 years. Super chats, cash apps. I'm just saying conservatively, $12 million. And you haven't paid taxes on that. Hold on. Let's see. I'm curious. Because I like, I'm interested in stuff like Marcella had me so interested in numbers. 12 million. And taxes normally going, let's just say 28% times 0.28. So that means you owe over 3 years, you owe $3,360,000 in taxes. That's at 28%. But since you're married with children, it might be a little less, might be a little more. It just depends. Because once you get in them higher tax brackets, y'all don't pay the same taxes as everybody else. So, kind of ironic, you owe that in back taxes, and that's kind of right around the same amount that she got you on the hook for right now before the punitive damages get added. So, that's interesting. That's very, very interesting. Let me take this off so I can. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Not counting other stuff that you may be into. That's just a conservative estimate. And if you haven't paid the IRS $3.5 million in the last 3 years, they're gonna come get their money. They're gonna come get their money, and they're gonna put you in jail. Yeah. So, and then I find it interesting. You sued Cardi B for around the same amount that I just quoted, $3-4 million. But here's a cautionary tale for you and everybody else. I'm gonna say this. I said it earlier this week. Bought friends are not true friends. Everybody that you got around you that was rocking for you and windmilling, the Cyclops, the parking lot thought, and all them other people you had windmilling for you, sucking up to you, pretending they was your friend. Now that your money done got funny, they're gonna do this to you. They've already started to distance themselves. They've done videos about you and about how, if you're wrong and blase, and they're gonna go here and do. They're already pulling away from you. You're on an island by yourself now. All the people that you've been greasing their pockets and giving them little webcams and other trinkets and gifts, they only were with you because you served a purpose. And now that you can't serve that purpose no more, you're on your own. They're going to drop you like a bad habit. They are going to drop you like a bad habit. That's a possibility. Oh, I've already done that. and I'm going to do it again. And I appreciate him doing that because this just gives me more ammunition to have his channel shut down. Because he's a very ignorant joker. He's a very ignorant joker. I won't say his name, but he's about to get all of his work, all that work. Yeah. Because every time he puts my content on, I'm just going to flag it. And I'm going to send it over to the YouTube legal department. You can't do that. But he's slow, and he does a lot of dope. But we're talking, mind you now, we're talking about somebody that's so dumb and his criminal record is so screwed up, couldn't get a job, waving a sign around like this. He couldn't even get this job. He couldn't even do that job. Couldn't even do that job. So that tells you all you need to know. Couldn't even do that job. You got to be a special kind of slow. Couldn't even do that job. No, I'm not making that up. He literally applied for that job and didn't get it. Couldn't pass the criminal background check. All you doing is standing on the side of the highway like the Liberty income tax person dressed like the Statue of Liberty. He couldn't get that job. You can't pass the background check. Can't pass piss test. Slow. He probably got 6 fingers and 6 toes on one side. Slow. Rode the yellow bus with the tinted windows and the wheelchair lift. Slow. Brian is very slow. That's his real name. Brian is very slow. You got to be a pitiful person. You're a weed head. You're a pothead and can't get a job at a weed dispensary. A weed dispensary wouldn't even hire you. You got to be pitiful. I'm going to say this again. You pitiful. If you are out here, you so high on narcotics that you put your own address on the internet and don't even remember doing it. You got to be real out of your head and broke where you put your own email up there and it's an email showing that your credit card got declined for a $20 payment. But you out here bragging about you got a job with a Fortune 500 company. I'm just saying, make it make sense to me. You know, I know I'm a little old, but make it make sense to me. Since you got all the sense and I'm just, oh, you broke and you got 7 jobs and you only make $30,000 a year. I don't know where that comes from, but it's funny to me. But I do know this. My car didn't get declined for no $20 webcam purchase. I got a webcam right there. I don't pay for it monthly. I just went and bought one. I don't pay for a webcam service. And then your credit card get declined because you couldn't afford a $20 payment. I don't know what to tell you. You know what? Stick a pin in that, Terry. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute after I finish having a little fun. That's a good point. That's why I'm gonna explain to you why the beef sector stuff is about to come to an end. Hold on. But anyway, back to what I was saying. You so out of your mind and high off narcotics, you didn't even realize you posted that on the internet. Then you get up here and you say people are putting your address on the internet. No, Smokey, you did. You did. You put your address up there. You put your declined credit card information up there. You put all your pertinent information up there. You did it. You doxed yourself, Smokey. Hey, Bush people, ask him about that. Because since he broadcasting, ask Smokey, Sir Smoke a lot, ask him about that. He couldn't get a job at a weed dispensary. That email was up there. Your card got declined. That email was up there on the screen. I don't know, Marjorie. You brag about, oh, I got all these jobs and I got this and I got that. But you can't afford to put $5 worth of gas in a tank of a motorcycle. You can't afford the insurance or the maintenance on or the tag and registration on a motorcycle. So what do? You walking down the street to catch the public transit in the hood. How do I know? Because Smokey, you were doing a video and you had your phone up. You didn't even have a selfie stick. You was walking with the phone like this in your hand. And as you walking down the street, all the street names were behind you. So this is a thing called cross triangulation. Okay, Smokey walking down the street. We see street signs as you pass by. So he must live over in this area. Let's start cross triangulate. What are the name of said apartments in this area? Boom, 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 boom. And then they pop up. And then you got high at your mind and got mad because you tried to confront another grown ass man like me and wanted to fight him in the parking lot of a Denny's. And then you specified not a Denny's, a specific Denny's that's in walking distance from where you live. And it's also in close proximity to where this man's place of business is. The same place of business, mind you, that you went across the street and got on a rooftop and did a live video where you were pointing at the person's job. Then you hopped your hightail down, went over to the man's vehicle, stood next to the man's vehicle. The man had to end up calling the police. And filing a police report, because that's stalking. That is a felony. You had no business transactions in that place where he works. You went there with the express intent of trying to intimidate and threaten this man's safety. That is a crime. So I'm not off on a tangent. All this stuff is going to tie together in a minute. All this stuff just bear with me. All this stuff gonna make sense in a minute. These are the people that are out there windmilling for Tasha K. These derelicts right here, the ones I'm talking about. These derelicts, people that prostitute themselves in parking lots, people that can't pay for their own webcams, one-eyed jokers. And then there's subgroups, the ones that's windmilling, and then they got their minions underneath them. Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme. So spawns of Satan. But the house of cards is about to come down. It's already down. But see, when Tasha K got whooped in court, it scared everybody. All these beef sector people, all these people out here putting up people's addresses and pictures of their houses and where they work and calling people's jobs and telling lies. All of that is menacing behavior. It's bullying. Like that unicorn that lives in Texas, that she likes to dox and harass people, call people job comment, file false police claims that somebody's threatening to kill her. All of that's coming to an end now. Because if you do that now, you're going to get the Tasha K experience. So this is how you're going to stop it, ladies and gentlemen. If anybody puts your name in a title, anybody hashtags you in a title, in the description of a video, anybody puts your face on the thumbnail, that is your intellectual property. They don't have your permission to do that, just like this logo over here. This belongs to me. It's on my shirts. It's a trademark. See that little thing down in the corner by that over here? Up here, it's a little thing I'm putting my finger at. That says trademark. You don't have the right to use that. This belongs to me. It's registered. A registered trademark. Anybody that uses your likeness on their thumbnails, hashtags you, puts your information in the title, your name, identifying pieces of evidence that will make others know who you are, is against YouTube's community standards. YouTube has been looking the other way when vloggers have been doing that. That's why this whole beef sector nonsense stuff. You don't see white people out here attacking each other like that. We doing it to ourselves. But it's all coming to an end now, because if they don't enforce the rules that they have on the books, they become liable in court, just like the person that committed the malicious act, like Tasha K. Cardi B could really turn around and file a lawsuit against Google, YouTube, then Tasha K. She can still sue them. Her husband can still sue them because they allowed those two companies allowed Tasha K to go out here unchecked and do what she was doing to this woman. She could sue them. And they got deeper pockets than Tasha K. Real deep pockets. So what they're going to start doing now, if you start coming out here doing stupid stuff and somebody reports you or flags you, they're going to start enforcing the rules that they've had on the books since day one. See, you up until this verdict, you was getting away with it. You won't be getting away with it anymore. So if you do something to me and I report you, and I sent a fax, because I got YouTube's legal department, I got their fax number, I got their email, and I send your name and your address and your information over. This person is bothering me, and here's a copy of my police report that I filed here where I live. This person is cyberbullying and stalking me and harassing me, and I want you to do something about it. Why aren't you doing something about it? Am I going to have to sue you and this person? Guess what's going to happen to you? They're going to take you off their platform, because they're not going to risk getting sued for millions of dollars for the likes of you and other idiots. They're not going to do that. But they've been looking away. Why? Because it's just like anything else. If you are a high-paid Negro making them good money on advertisements that they can run on your channel, they'll be like, nah, man, you know you ain't supposed to do that. I'm going to give you this one strike, but it'll be gone in 30 days. Stop now. See, they were looking the other way. But when this girl, Cardi B, came along and sued and won, the earth shifted. This is a precedent-setting case. She can try to appeal it all she wants. This is a precedent-setting case. This is what is going to be used from now on. If anybody, like the slow boy in Texas or anybody else with the green-haired goblin, anybody else that is attached to them, I ain't saying no name. That's why everybody's scared now, because everybody that has done what Tasha K has done and been doing to people is now about to get their comeuppance. So the ground is shifted. The rules have changed. If you go out here and you lie and harass people and come out, you got the tea on somebody. Oh, well, I'm only discussing what's already a matter of public record, what's already been discussed. No. And then you get in court and lie, say, well, I'm not a journalist, I'm just a commentator. You can call yourself whatever. You can call yourself the Tooth Fairy if you want to. But if you go out here and you put somebody's picture on your thumbnail, if you put their name in your title and you hashtag them, any of the three or all three, and they tell you, hey, don't do that, leave me alone, and you continue to bother them, and they flag your video, they report your video, they have a lawyer send you a cease and desist, and then you talking about you're going to watch cease and desist letters of punks, oh, I'll wipe my butt with it, whatever, and you ignore it, you're going to get on the hook for millions of dollars. And you're going to be part of what's called a class action lawsuit. Google, YouTube, and then you. And everybody attached to you that you got out there windmilling and harassing that person going to be on the hook, just like you. This is what's going to happen. So all these people out here, oh, I'm making a video about Marcellus. Marcellus making a video about me. And I tell Marcellus, no, Marcellus, leave me alone. Damn you, Darryl. This is a free country. I can say what I want. This is my mouth. You can't do nothing over here. Okay. Marcellus get out here and say, Darryl's a pimp. Darryl's a criminal. Darryl's been to prison. And he ain't got no proof that I've been to prison other than some made up the altered document that a friend of his, let's just say Kim gave him an altered document because she good at Photoshop. Or Kim go and look up a bunch of Darryl Moores that ain't me, just got the same name as me. I'm 52, but she found a Darryl Moore that's half my age. That got a rap sheet long as my arm, and say, see, that's him. And then Marcellus come back online and say, see, I got the proof. I got the tea. He been to jail. Oh, damn, Darryl. After he do the live, oh, shoot, Darryl ain't never lived in Montana. But you put it out there on social media that it was me. and then I lose business behind that. Or like somebody put it out there about me that I'd done something, I ended up losing a film job. And then the people were willing to come to court and testify on my behalf that they decided not to hire me because of what somebody put out on the internet about me. All it takes, if I put something bad out on there, Marcellus, and Marcellus loses source of income, he loses a contract, and that person that was going to do business with him is willing to do a sworn statement or either testify in open court that they decided not to work with Marcellus because of something I said about Marcellus, I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. Y'all please click like for the 200 people that are here with me right now. God bless you. I love you. Yeah. All you people that have been out here bullying and tormenting people for many, many moons now, your days are over. I suggest if you have any other job skills, I suggest you brush up your resume and start looking for you a day job. Or either you're going to have to change the platform that you have. You're going to have to change your content because you going out here harassing people. Those days are over. Those days are over. I'm here to tell you, because you're going to get yourself in a lot of trouble, criminal and financial. This is what's going to happen to you. This is how you stop it, ladies and gentlemen. Person puts your picture on a thumbnail or in the description of the video or in the title or hashtag you. You contact that person and say, hey, take this down, leave me alone. They don't. You flag the video, report it. Then if that don't work, if it's still sitting up there, you go file a police report. You take that police report and pick it up, get a copy of it, and you email it to YouTube's legal department and you fax it. You send it both ways so they got 2 copies. And you explain to them the person, the link, you send them a link to that person's whole YouTube channel and then the videos that they made about you where they were harassing you. And you explain what this person has been doing to you and how it's made you feel. And you're like, am I going to have to sue you and this person? I'm already considering therapy because I'm feeling emotional distress. Juries hate to see somebody that's being bullied and picked on come into court and crying and upset and taking pills and stuff. Stress is a hell of a thing. Stress and emotional stress caused by the infliction of evil deeds by another person. Bad thing. It's a very bad thing. Then you sit that out there. I guarantee 9 times out of 10, YouTube is going to do something about it. They're going to take the content down. They may give them a copyright strike. And if it's egregious enough, they may just shut the channel down right off the rip. It's been done. Kawanda, I'm not here to attack somebody. That's your personal opinion. That's fine. But she obviously smart. She had sense enough to hire some good lawyers versus the ogre lawyer. And she won and continues to win. So she ain't too dumb. Yes, she can, Terry, if she so chooses. She can sue YouTube. She can. But the question is, will she want to? See, here's a whole lot of things you got to look at. Cardi B can turn around and sue YouTube. Cardi B can turn around and sue Tasha K's husband because they partner together. They got a company. Cardi B can sue the company. Cardi B's husband, Offset, can sue Tasha K and her husband. He can sue the company. He can sue YouTube. Cardi B's husband ain't sued nobody. He just sitting there. He didn't even testify in the court case. It just depends on what he feel like doing. There's a lot of people that get a lot of things that happen, a lot of different variables. But he's probably like, well, my wife won. just let it go. You know, it ain't that serious, whatever the hell with it. But if he so felt led by the spirit, he could. Because they put his picture up on the internet. Look at him bumps on his mouth and da 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 da. He's incurred damages. His name was and credibility were attacked. You just can't say stuff about a person and not have a court document, a police report, eyewitnesses who come to your platform and tell what's happened to them. You can't just come out, well, I just don't like this person. I think, oh, this person got VD, this person got whatever, whatever, whatever. You have to have people that will say, well, you know what? Yes, this person has VD because this person gave me VD. That's a difference. Now, if I bring a person up, if I said Marcellus does coke, and then I bring up something, the guy say, yeah, man, I got arrested for drugs. I used to be Marcellus's drug dealer. I used to supply him with coke. That's different. I'm bringing somebody up firsthand dealings. Well, when did you sell Marcellus coke? Oh, I sold him coke on such and such day, such and such time. And well, how do I know you telling the truth? Well, I got the text messages right here where we will communicate, and he told me how much dope he want. Da 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 da. I can, that's no longer on me because I brought a person in to say, well, I sold Marcellus dope. These are the dates and the times that we communicated about said drug transaction and how much I sold him for, and he paid me X amount of dollars. That's eyewitness account. That's not me slandering him. That's me bringing somebody forth to talk about their dealings with Marcellus. Or if I say, let's just say I was, instead of Cardi B and Tasha K, it's me and Marcellus, and I keep using Marcellus because I know Marcellus is, people don't like me and they don't like him a little bit less than me. So I don't want them to try to twist my words. I'm using Marcellus because it's safe. And I'm guarding what I say because I know people in the bushes are liars. So anyway, I'll say Marcellus got herpes. Then, okay, Darryl, you say Marcellus got herpes. How you gonna prove that? Boom. Then I bring up, oh God, I'm gonna call this person X. Well, person X, what proof do you have that Marcellus had, that what I'm saying about Marcellus is true? Marcellus gave me herpes. I was a virgin until I slept with Marcellus. Marcellus infected me with herpes. The health department contacted Marcellus and he wouldn't return the calls. They went to his house and he wouldn't answer the door. They tried to contact him every way possible. I'm not saying that Marcellus had herpes. This person told me, and then I brought the person on my platform to tell y'all that Marcellus gave her herpes. But then Marcellus turns around and sues me. Then I'm like, no, I didn't say Marcellus had herpes. This person did. I just interviewed him. See how that go? That's not slander and defamation of character. That's just me interviewing. If you're going to sue somebody, you got to sue the lady that said, Marcellus had to sue the lady that said he had herpes, gave her herpes, or that he has herpes. And then what's going to happen, the lady's going to come into court with the documentation where she got herpes. She's going to come in with the documentation showing that the health department, her doctor contacted the health department in California where Marcellus lives, and Marcellus wouldn't answer the door and he wouldn't return their calls because they keep a log of all of that. And then Marcellus is going to have to explain himself in open court because he's suing this lady for slander and defamation, but she got the documents, she got the receipts. That's not slander and defamation. But if I get out here, oh, Marcellus got herpes, and I got no proof of it, Marcellus gonna light me up in court, and he gonna get all his money. Or if he don't get his money from me, he gonna put a lien on my assets. They're gonna freeze my bank account. They're gonna sell my house. His lawyers are gonna go about having the court put my stuff up for sale so that they can recoup their money. And that's how it goes. And see, Tasha K is about to learn a valuable life lesson. All these people that these bought friends that she had, all these people that were sucking up to her because they knew she had a large platform and they wanted to be a part of that, and they wanted to grow their platforms as well off of her work and her talents and trying to follow her blueprint. And now that she's no longer on top, or about Babylon is falling, and now that she got this judgment, they walking away from her. They ain't walking away, they running away. They ain't gonna return calls, text messages gonna get funny, all of that. And she gonna feel alone like she's never felt alone before. I'm not rejoicing in it. Like I said, Tasha K never did nothing to me, but the jokers around her have done some dirty stuff to me. And I'm so happy because I know they shaking in their boots because they don't know what and other people out there in the universe got in store for them. People that they've tormented, harassed, and bullied are now like, maybe this could work for me. It's a precedent-setting case. It's a precedent-setting situation. Been out here lying on people and see what's going to happen. Other vloggers who have been doing what Tasha K was doing, but doing it in different sectors like music, the church sector, beef sector, barbecue chicken sector, whatever you want to sector it off as. These people are going to certainly get courage now to speak out and speak up for themselves because they saw what Cardi B did to Tasha K, and they're going to get y'all. They're going to get you. And you're going to deserve all of it. And it's going to be beautiful because it's going to be peace in the valley after all y'all are wiped away from the YouTube streets. Your channel's going to get snatched and your money going to get funny. Your day is over and I'm here for it. And any way I can help because I feel led by the Spirit. Anybody that's been tormented by you jackasses, I'm going to do that. Yes. See, YouTube is now in a precarious situation. They have to honor and enforce the rules that they put on the books. And if they don't, they are now liable along with the person that has done the deed, the dirty deed. Oh, yes. Case in point, Bishop Victor Cousins was dragged by an unmentionable heathen that told a lie. Told a big lie. Sexual assault, sex crimes, and abuse, and terroristic threats, and on and on and on. That person is about to get the Tasha K experience. If Bishop Cousins feels so led by the Spirit. And I'm not going to say he is or he ain't going to. I'm just going to sit back and watch and see what happens. Because there are a lot of Bishop Victor Cousins that have been done dirty. Murder plots that have been accused on people. Threatening people with BB guns. All of that. The chicken's about to come home to roost. Yes, the chickens are coming home to roost. Mm-mm. 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 It's above me now. I ain't, I'm just saying what's in the atmosphere. You mistreat people, you lie on them, you threaten them, You go down to their jobs and on rooftops across the street, knowing you weren't conducting any business in that vicinity. You went down there with the express purpose of trying to intimidate somebody or threaten them. You challenge them to fist fights. You threaten them with BB guns. Chickens have come home to roost. The chickens have come home to roost. This precedent, you watch. When people go to court, they're going to cite this in the legal brief. I know that's something a lot of y'all don't know about, but oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. When I played the chicken sound, I scared somebody's doggy. I'm so sorry. Pride coming before a fall. Let me give you a hello to everybody. I'm not ignoring you. Hold on. Let me give you a little scripture. A little scripture. Read it with me. Proverbs 26:4-5. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest you be like him yourself. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own eyes. In his own eyes. Sitting on top of rooftops, acting a fool. Making videos 3-4 times a day about somebody that don't care nothing about you. Hashtagging, putting the name in there. While I'm doing a live, you playing my live simultaneously. Stealing my intellectual property. Violating YouTube's policy. It's coming. It's coming back to home. Chickens come home to roost. Tasha, this is for you and everybody that's associated with you that's been out here rocking hard and attacking people on your behalf. That's something that they need to learn. That's a life lesson. You learned it too late because it's going to cost you millions. But maybe the other people can learn it and go sit down somewhere. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Mm-mm-mm. 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 But yeah, y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. And I ain't gonna hold you long. I've been here a little over an hour. Everybody has talked about this situation. TMZ talked about this case. Ricky Smiley Morning Show, all these radio personalities, because there was a music industry artist. CNN talked about this. Black Enterprise Magazine, People Magazine talked about you, Tasha, because you went after Cardi B. Now, when you was going after R. Kelly, well, you did something a little wrong with R. Kelly because you sit there was getting information that you shouldn't have got because you had an inside connect with somebody in the jail who since resigned. But he's a creep. He deserved everything. He deserved to be whatever he get coming to him. He's an evil person. He's just like some other people I know that like to touch children. But that's right. This is what the new slogan gonna be. Don't get Tasha K fucking with me. Don't get Tasha K. Don't get Tasha K. Knock off. Don't get Tasha K. Parking lot thought. Don't get Tasha K. saving the lives of church hooking them. Don't get Tasha K. Emmett Till, don't get Tasha K. Mookie, don't get Tasha K. Hold on, I got something for you. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me show you something. This is who, because every person has a mouthpiece, somebody they put out front so that they don't get their hands dirty, like a parking lot thought, old boy in Texas, Mookie. But Tasha K has this guy, we call him over here the Cyclops. Not going to give him height. She bought him a webcam. He went out here windmilling for her. These are the type of people they have over there, attacking people like me and us over here. This is Tasha K's mouthpiece. I want you to just watch this. I'm gonna be right with you. Oh, this is good for the soul, y'all. Y'all just hold on. Grab your drinks. I'm gonna grab me a drink while I'm showing y'all this right here. Oh, sweet Lord. And here we go. Y'all ready? Oh, it's about to get funny. Hold on. Y'all ready? Let me take this off the screen. Thank you. Let me see your trash girl. You so sweet, girl. Good God Almighty. Thank you, baby girl. Hold on. Let me take this thing off the screen. I don't want nothing in the way. Nothing. And here we go. Y'all ready? Oh, this is going to be so funny. Y'all read that title? It says Dallas Library Rampage causes $10,000 in damage. Here we go.
Chaos at a normally quiet place. A man in a fit of rage at a Dallas library. That library is in cleanup mode this evening, but damage will set the branch back more than $10,000. Tuesday, Sebastian Robertson has more on the outbursts and the aftermath.
Librarians at Dallas's Timber Glen Library are quietly at work.
Little spring cleanup.
Trying to keep their spirits up after an attack Friday that caused so much damage that they're still picking up 4 days later.
We gathered as a staff to regroup because it's been an emotional journey for everyone, very traumatic.
Marcus Finley was there and captured this man, a library patron, going on a rampage.
He's just throwing the computers out, and you hear what he's saying.
That sound, a bookshelf crashing to the ground.
They were trying to just be as calm as possible, but I can kind of tell they were scared.
The video cuts off before he destroys this monitor. That man is 27-year-old Marquise Wiley. Library staff say he went on to cause more than $10,000 worth of damage. Computers smashed, books thrown everywhere. This glass conference room door destroyed. Library staff say he went on like this for the better part of 25 minutes. No police in sight. Officers arrested the man shortly after he walked out of the building. Damage was clearly done, but amazingly, no one was hurt.
The staff in the building did an amazing job. They did exactly what library protocol calls for. They did not engage this person who was being verbally abusive, and they just protected the citizens in the building and got them out through the emergency exit.
As for the 27-year-old behind the vandalism, police say he remains in a mental care facility after suffering from some sort of mental breakdown. So far, no charges have been filed. Meanwhile, cleanup continues for a branch that's still recovering. In Dallas, Sebastian Robertson, Channel 8 News.
That was Tasha K's mouthpiece, the guy that was tearing up the library. Y'all know him as Wiley. But that's what she had out there windmilling for her. She bought him a webcam. Oh, Tasha K lost the case because of her lawyers. Da 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 da. Same guy that said some slick stuff about me. That's who over there, windmilling. That's Wiley. That was her mouthpiece out in the YouTube streets. That dude right there that you just saw tearing up that library. That's who she had out here speaking on her behalf. I ain't lying. Think I'm lying? Go over to his page, next time you go live, ask him, put that link up, say, hey, why you tore that library up? That dude that be sitting there looking like this, and that's him. That's him. Both my hands are God. That's him. That is him. He is the Wiley Show. That's him. That's who been out here windmilling for Tasha K for months, for a very long time. Him. We all know who the thought windmills for. Let's see, you got a lunatic, prostitute, a lying mookie. That's who we got out there. Saving the life of church hooking them, a temple whore. That's who out there windmilling. But I'm the bad guy, right? Yeah. Now I don't put that on bipolar because he got some problems. Yeah, he do. And I'm not making fun of this. Not making fun of that. Because we've all had breaks. I've lost children. I had a nervous breakdown. I've lost children. Respective angle. That is within the last I want to say 3 years. Yeah. Within the last 3 years. They were scared, Legacy. If somebody busts up in your hospital, I mean not hospital. Somebody busts up in your library. You know how quiet a library is, and somebody starts screaming Emmett Till and do $10,000 for damage. You're like, damn, I ain't calling no police. As long as he don't tan to my ass like that, we good. Because insurance will replace this stuff right here. It took them 2 days to put that library back together. They sure did. Yes. But this is what I'm trying to get at you. Darryl Moore is a bad person. And Wiley's made videos about me. Saving the Life of Church hooking them told lies on me. The thought is told lies on me. This crazy boy down there, Smokey. These are the people that are out here windmilling for the quote-unquote good churchy folk. But I'm the demon. I ain't told no library up. I ain't told that one library up. I ain't turned no tricks. The one thing I was accused of doing, I got my record clean. I got my name back. I went on with my life. But these jokers still out here derelicts and drive-by shooters, basically. They're hoodlums. But I'm a bad guy. Let that make sense to you. Y'all hit that like button because y'all know I'm telling the truth. I ain't raised my voice. Good. He should have took it off because he realized I'm about to put that hammer down on him. Well, see, Mookie, I'm old Mookie. I love you, bro. I ain't mad at you because I know your situation. Because anybody, I feel sorry for you. I'm going to say that publicly. I feel sorry for you. I don't hate you. I feel sorry for you. I'm disappointed in you. And you made fun of Kim last night with them other crazy jokers. They altered a video and tried to make it seem like Kim was on a show with flagellants, and they was making fun of it. Okay, you made your little comedy skit. You had your fun. But here's the thing, Mookie. You so slow up here. You got on your live on your birthday and told people that you was as a baby. Your grandmama said that don't chop, the doctor amputated your fingers, some of your fingers, to try to save your life, and you got all 10 of your fingers, but you said, I guess your fingers grew back, and your grandmama prophesied that you was gonna be a great YouTuber one day. YouTube wasn't even a thing when you were born 30 years ago. But she could look down into the future and prophesy that you was gonna be a great YouTuber. That's the lie you told. And that your fingers got cut off and they grew back. But you think they're not laughing with you, they're laughing at you. But you stay over there. They helped you buy some subscribers. Good for them. But you'll never see a Google check. You had 15 people on your birthday live, and 12 of them were people that's over here right now. They just went over there to look and laugh and see you telling them lies, and then they came back. If it wasn't for them coming over, you'd have had 3 people, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. You will never see a Google check. Why? Because you did things the wrong way, and you turned against the people that were helping you. Be blessed. Yes, Kim, Mookie said that as a child, the doctors were amputating his fingers, and his grandmama stepped in and stopped him, said, that boy gonna be a great YouTuber one day. Don't you cut off another one of his fingers. And his fingers grew back magically. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, I forgot all about that one. The fool couldn't, it took him 3 minutes on one of his lives to remember his own birthday. Yeah, man. We ain't making this up. Exactly. The boy said his fingers got cut off and they grew back. Let that sink in. That fool said his fingers got cut off. Some of his fingers got amputated and they grew back. I can't make this up. I cannot make this up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm being honest. I can't make. I got a vivid imagination. I got a good sense of humor. But some stuff you just can't make up. And I can't make this stuff up. I really can't. But this whole night is not for me to attack anybody. Can I answer your question? Oh, let me go back up. I'm so sorry, Kim. I am not ignoring you. I apologize. Let me scroll down. Wait a minute. What do you think of Tasha K's official statement that she made today? It was well written, but it wasn't from her. She didn't mean a word of it. It wasn't sincere. I doubt highly if Olga wrote it. Somebody did, a publicist somewhere. She called in a favor. Said, hey, how can I save face? But here's the thing. She wrote that negative comment about her own lawyer back in the summer, last year. She's going to try to be slick and get an appeal based on ineffective counsel. That won't work because she had 6-7 months where she could have fired Olga and got somebody else. People have been making fun of Olga. I've made fun of Olga. But one thing I can say about Olga, you can call her incompetent, ignorant. You can call her, make fun of how she looked, whatever you want. But one thing Olga got, she got a pocket full of Tasha K's money and somebody else's money who I won't say no names about. But she got a whole bunch of money and ain't won that one case. But she ain't hurting. Wherever she at, She may be incompetent, but she sure as hell ain't broke right about now. And if Tasha K do an appeal and she's on that team again, she's going to get paid some more. She might be a lot of things. She might not be a lot of things. But broke ain't one of them, because she sure got her some good money for doing absolutely nothing for the last 2 years or better. And got her a pocket full of money. It's the American dream. Something for nothing. She got Kelly G. He got 1,000 subscribers, because this is how it works. Okay, Kelly G, let's just say you hate my guts. And you say, well, all of y'all, you tell all your subscribers on your platform, because Mookie done got mad with me and left me. You say, well, y'all go over there and subscribe to Mookie. And then all your subscribers subscribe to him and push him over that hump. Or if they don't subscribe to him, or if they do and then they later unsubscribe, then you say, well, Mookie, this get you $150. Excuse me. And you go to this website, excuse me, and you can buy 1,000 subscribers, cost you $150. Because other people have done it. I ain't saying no names. Brian, you jump up, you get 700 subscribers in a week. Don't happen. It don't happen. You got 700 new subscribers in a week. And then when you do a live, you can't have 25, 26 people in your chat. It don't happen. Unless somebody lying. And see, you're cooking the books. And see, YouTube's community guidelines is going to start getting enforced around here. Because I feel led by the Spirit. When I see somebody jump like that, 600, 700 subscribers in a week, I feel led by the Spirit to report them to Google AdSense. Like, hey, you need to look at this person. They're cooking the books. Their viewership is not lining up with their subscriber base. The algorithms are off. They claiming they got 20,000 plus, but they can't even get 2,000 people to tune in to them and watch them, unless they put my name in their comment. Yeah, do a video about me, of course. But any other time, they can't even get 200-300 people. Or you got 13 to 1,500 now, and you done doubled in a week. But when you do a live, you can't get 25 to 50 people in your chat. You bought your people. You bought your subscribers. Your days in the B sector are coming to an abrupt end. When the verdict came in this week, boop, life as you knew it is over. See, what will you do? I posed this question earlier. Smokey, Brian, Thought, Church Hooker, all these people that make videos about me make their money off of my name. They don't have any views or any content unless it's about me. What will you do if I were to get up this week and say, you know what, and I tell Roxanne and Marcellus and Kim and everybody over here, I say, you know what, I ain't doing this no more. I'm just going to go on with my life. I'm just going to focus on filmmaking. I'm going to focus in on being a wedding officiant. I'm going to focus on being a notary. I'm just going to do whatever, but I'm not going to do social media no more. What will you do? Will you drop like a raisin in the sun? What will you do? What will you do? You have no content besides me. If I go away, you don't have nothing to do. Like that boy put up on his community wall, if you've been harassed by Darryl Moore, contact Judge so-and-so. This is what I need y'all to do, folks. Y'all know they lying on me. So I need y'all to contact Judge so-and-so and tell them about these people that have been harassing me night and day. and that there's video out there of them and their admitted partnerships. That's what I need y'all to do for me. Email me. Email me right there. I'm sorry, right there. Which finger? Oh, wrong finger, wrong finger. Email me right there. Email me and I'll give you the information. Email me. If I walk away, you got no content. Your little cash apps and super chats, you don't get those anymore. Because you don't exist without me. It must eat you up inside to know that your livelihood is based off a person that you hate. But you can't do nothing about it because you ain't got no hands. And you ain't got this either. All you got is this and internet tough talk. You ain't got no heart. You go out here and lie and say, you're going to be kicking cans down the street. I just pictured that in my head. But no, seriously. Seriously. If you don't change your content, you're going to go away. A slow, painful death. You can't continue talking about people because YouTube is going to enforce their policies now. If you go to other platforms and try to do that, Instagram will kick you off in a minute. Instagram is owned by Facebook. You know how Facebook algorithms work. You do it on Facebook, they're going to start suspending you. Then they're going to eventually kick you all the way off there. Twitter, even if you got your own personal website and apps, your internet service providers and the platform provider, not going to have that. You're going to have to come up with your own content and leave people alone. And if you report on somebody or something, you're going to have evidence, or you're going to leave yourself open to lawsuits. Lawsuits that are going to cause your platform to be taken away from you. That's what's going to happen. Tasha K, I don't feel sorry for you. You brought this on yourself. Who I do feel sorry for is your children. The same way I've said about other people. I could care less about the grown folks. I feel sorry for the children. You've caused your children to go from living in a comfortable house, nice sized house, big house, living a comfortable life. Now they're going to be struggling because of what their mama did. Because you'll never pay off Cardi B. You've caused your children a generational curse. You place a generational curse over their heads because for whatever reason, and I want to know, and I said this offline, I said, I really want to know from you why you dislike Cardi B so much. What is it that she did or said that made you hate her so much that you intentionally went out and said those things about her? You said she stuck a bottle up in her body. The video proved that it was another person that looked similar to her, but it wasn't her. You said she had diseases. She produced medical records showing that she didn't have any diseases. Everything you said about her, she was able to provide evidence to show that you lied on her. What is it about her that made you, other than she pretty light-skinned gal, What is it about her that made you so jealous and angry and vengeful and spiteful with her? I just want to know. You don't have to do a video. Email me. Hell, your people's got my phone number. Call me. I would love to hear that one-on-one. And I'll give you my right hand to God. I will never record us talking, and I'll never mention it on a video. I just personal information. I just want to know, what is it about her that sets you off like that, to cause you to everything that you work to get, you've thrown it away just so you could attack one person? I just want to know. Oh, I didn't know she had done an interview request. I didn't know that. But you've caused your children a lifetime of heartache and pain that they're gonna have to, that's gonna be placed on their shoulders. Something they didn't do, but something their mama did. I sure will. I'll put my email right there. I sure will. There it is for you. There it is. Right there. Yeah. There it is. There it is. Right there. Had to move my light. I got my camera equipment around me because I'm gonna be doing some filming soon. And lost my train of thought. You've caused them a lot of pain. A lot of pain. I don't know what to tell you. Why did you do that to your children? You grown, you make your own decision, but why did you hurt your children like that? Why did you hurt them? And I hope that the rumors that they say aren't true, but there's a lot of buzz that the man, your husband, said in court. He tried to stop you while you was on the stand. You don't know that about her, and you kept on. You threw him on the bus. You called him a lie. He got on the stand, threw you on the bus, called you a lie. Different thing. He said, I told her not to start no YouTube channel. You snuck and did that behind his back. I can't tell her, I can't stop her from doing what she want to do. Word around the campfire is y'all about to go. Yeah, and then here's the thing. I got a nasty comment on one of my videos. It said, well, you keep calling her a black woman. Cardi B is not a black woman. Da 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 da. And we give away our race. I'm just paraphrasing. Let me be clear. Cardi B is Latino. That just means you are a black person that speaks the Spanish. If you know anything about the migration of slaves, or the transporting of slaves from Africa, they stopped in parts of Central America and South America. The largest settlement of slaves was not the United States, it was Brazil. Most Brazilians look like us. They have a serious caste system. The darker you are, the worse you get treated in the Portuguese-speaking country of Brazil. Most of them over there in Brazil look just like us and speak Portuguese. Then they left and migrated from there to the West Indies and the Caribbean, and all of that stuff. Jamaica, Haiti, Dominica, the islands. You know that. Right, exactly, Terry. Still a brown-skinned girl. She just Puerto Ricans. The darker ones look just like us. They speak of the Spanish. Afro, thank you, Kimberly. Afro-Latina. That's right. She Dominican. They speak of the Spanish. You look at that island down there, Dominican Republic and Haiti. The only thing separates them is the mountain. You go over the mountain, on this side, you're in Dominican Republic. On the other side of the mountain, you're in Haiti. One island, the mountain separates it. Two countries on one island. Just like South America. Got a bunch of countries, one continent. I said Latina. I didn't say Latino. I said Afro-Latina. I put the A on there. I know I got a thick Southern accent, but my point is, a precedent was set by two women of color. Ripple effects of this will be long after I'm gone. Long after most of us are gone to glory. This case will be cited anytime somebody is attacked and harassed and done like Cardi B was done. This case will serve as the precedent and the benchmark as a point of reference. Law schools will be discussing this case in their classrooms. Watch what I tell you. But anyway, thank you for coming. If you haven't done so already, please click like and share. And if you feel led by the Spirit, you know, I'm making a movie over there. I'm making a movie. I'm making a lot of content. And my content is changing here. I'm ignoring people talking about me. I'm not making back and forth videos. I'm not even entertaining that. I interviewed, oh, by the way, y'all, his album, the guy, my frat brother that I interviewed the other Friday, he in the top 10 on the European charts. He's in the top 10. And I want to say thank you to everybody over here that's downloading, supporting him, and listening. He's doing well. He's doing well, y'all. That was only the beginning. I'm setting up other interviews right now. Scheduling been a little hinky. That's why I didn't do nothing this past Friday. But I'm going to have more artists. Some of y'all I'm going to bring in on Friday and interview. Not just music artists, actors, politicians, doctors, whatever. I'm going to bring in some people that breathe the same as us, but they're doing positive things. I'm going to let them talk to you right here. Oh, yeah. The Supreme Court justice is stepping down, and Biden has already said he's looking to fill that spot with the first African-American woman on the Supreme Court. God, if we could get Clarence Thomas out of there and get us a real black man back up there, then we'll be all right. Well, anyway, y'all, thank you. If you haven't done so already, please click like and share. And if you feel led by the Spirit, I appreciate a donation, you know, for my film project, because I'm going to shoot a feature film. But first, I'm going to be shooting some shorts. But you're going to be proud of it. You're going to be proud of what you see. You're going to be proud of your boy. A film that I was a camera operator on 3 years ago now. Almost, well, over 2.5 years ago, 2019. I was a cameraman. My first big project. We did a 48-hour, you know, for those of you that have heard of the 48-hour film project, I was on the camera crew for a horror film. And I'm proud of it. Horror may not be your thing, but the camera work that you see is me. And somebody was so jealous and hateful, I posted it today. They went to the film producer's page where he had the video playing and said, your movie is garbage like the garbage cameraman that you had working for you. He deleted and blocked him. Not going to give her any fanfare, but she's one of them people over there. But it was funny. Me and the producer and the director, we all laughed about it. They said, "This a friend of yours?" I said, "No, this is a foe, an ignorant person." And we kept it pushing because you're not going to stop what God got for me. God prepared my table, and I'm going to eat in front of you, a feast, and it's going to be nothing you can do about it. He prepares a table in the presence of mine enemies. You my enemy, and God gonna force you to have to watch me eat the meal that he prepared for me. He didn't say I prepared a meal. God prepared the meal, and then he set the table before me and you for me to sit down and eat a good, pleasurable meal. Touch not. Now, I'm not perfect. I fall short every day, and I pray every day. But I do have sense enough to give God the glory for everything he does in my life. He's protected me from you. He's exalted me in front of you. He's blessed me to be a blessing to other people, even some of those people that have turned on me. But I'm not going to let them change who I am. God put that down in me, and I'm going to let my light so shine. Be blessed. It's Friday night. We're going to have fun. The 18 is going to have fun. We are not turning back. We're going to get back to how we started. We've been doing that. We've been having a good time, laughing and being silly. People want to take screenshots of us on Friday nights and make content of their own. That's stealing. And but it's being dealt with. It's being dealt with. Making fun of people dancing and laughing and having a good time. Guess what? If you think we dance and laugh and have a good time now, you just stay tuned. You just stay tuned. Because we're going to celebrate. Because somebody we love a great deal got a birthday coming up. We're going to really celebrate. You can't stop what God has started. What God has for me is for me. And I love y'all. But you meant Till! I had to do it. I couldn't help it. I'm out. Y'all be good. I love you. Good night, y'all.